Once, in a small mountain town, there lived a potter named Elias. His hands could turn plain clay into art. Every pot, every cup, every sculpture carried a piece of his soul. People came from far and wide to buy his creations. His workshop smelled of earth and dreams. But there was one piece he loved more than all others. A tall vase, shaped like a flowing river, glazed in deep blue. He had made it years ago, his masterpiece, until one morning. A careless elbow, a sound of heartbreak. Crash! The vase shattered into a dozen jagged pieces. Elias froze, staring at the shards scattered across the floor. He felt something break inside him too. "That vase was my life's best work," he whispered. "I have to fix it." He swept the pieces gently, laid them out on his table, and began his mission. For days he mixed glue, pressed fragments together, and painted over the cracks. But no matter how hard he tried, one missing piece ruined the whole. The vase leaned awkwardly. It wasn't beautiful anymore. Still, he couldn't stop. Weeks passed. His customers stopped coming. The shelves gathered dust. Orders went unmade. The kiln grew cold. But Elias didn't care. All he saw was that broken vase. "If I fix this," he told himself, "everything will be right again." He skipped meals, lost sleep. His hands trembled from exhaustion. He began melting old pots, scraping colors from other works just to fill the missing piece. One by one, his other creations disappeared, all sacrificed to restore the one that was gone. Then one evening, a young apprentice entered his workshop. "Master, the villagers are asking for you," the boy said softly. "They miss your art." But Elias barely looked up. "Go away," he muttered. "I can't make anything new until this is fixed." The boy left quietly, but before leaving, he glanced around the workshop. Shelves once full of beauty now stood empty. The air smelled of burnt clay and glue. The masterpiece was still broken. Only now so was Elias. Months passed. His reflection in the window grew thinner, older, more tired. He finally realized something. He wasn't fixing the vase anymore. He was fighting time, trying to rebuild a past that no longer existed. That night, he sat beside the vase in silence. He traced the cracks with his fingers, tears falling on the cold surface. He whispered, "Maybe some things aren't meant to be fixed." And with a heavy heart, he carried the vase to the river behind his workshop. The moonlight glimmered on the water. He stood there for a long while, then gently let the vase go. It sank slowly, piece by piece, until it was gone. And for the first time in months, he breathed, not with regret, but with peace. The next morning, Elias opened his workshop windows. Sunlight poured in. The scent of wet earth filled the air. He sat at his wheel again, picked up a fresh block of clay, and began shaping something new. At first, his hands trembled, but as he worked, the rhythm returned. Spin, press shape. The sound of creation filled the room once more. And in that moment, he understood that beauty doesn't live in what's broken behind you, but in what you still have the courage to build. Months later, people returned to his shop. They were amazed at his new works, each one more vibrant than before. Colors brighter, designs freer, as if the artist himself had been reborn. One visitor asked, "Master, what changed you?" Elias smiled and pointed to a small symbol he now carved on every piece, a half moon and a wave. "It reminds me," he said, "that the moon doesn't try to glue back the nights it lost. It simply rises again. So if you've been holding on to your own broken vase, a mistake, a regret, a moment you wish you could change, remember this: you can't rebuild peace with pieces of the past, but you can shape something new with what's still in your hands. Don't destroy your future trying to fix your past. Let go, and watch what beauty still waits to be made."